I want to talk about Super Mario Brothers, the movie, because that just launched, just came out Tuesday. I actually saw it last night. So it's one of those things where I'm kind of still on this buzz from it. And honestly, the whole
On
thing
a
with Chris
buzz
Pratt,
from
You're on a
Mario
buzz
Brothers?
from Mario?
I'm on
Oh,
Like,
thank
I'm
you,
on a
Grace.
buzz from it.
Rein
I
it
am on a
in.
buzz. I'm on a buzz. I'll say I'm on a buzz. I was a big
Unbelievable.
Mario fan growing up as a kid. You know, I played
you know,
Mario
you need to go
1,
home.
Mario 2, 3,
We are
Super
core
Mario World.
demographic for Mario. It
Yeah, we
means
totally
something
are.
to us.
On
You know,
a
I even
buzz,
like the
though?
OG movie. Even though the
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
The OG
man.
movie wasn't it. I still liked it. It wasn't great, but I still liked it. You know. But this one, I'm still on a buzz by it. I mean, Chris Pratt. Everyone was arguing about Chris Pratt, like him playing Mario, and I don't want to get into spoiler stuff here. I just want to say they released a teaser one time where it showed like the Super Mario Brothers show, which was like a play off the 1980s version, and you know, they had a live action. They went into the cartoon world. That was a whole thing that they did for Mario. So the Mario Brothers, it's not a spoiler because they released it, but they actually have, like, for their plumbing company, they use the Mario Brothers theme song, and they're like on an adventure, and it's the actual song, and it's fun, it's nostalgic, and it's like, and they're totally 100% Italian, like over the top accents. Like, it's a Mario, new my thing, you know? And they're both like that, and then they go out of it.
Drink.
Brian
talking about the Super Sunday
Brian
show
did a
now,
better
or what?
Mario voice than the guy they cast for fucking Mario.
He
Like,
sounds like it when he does the accent like that. It sounds like it. I'll tell you this. This is not a spoiler. There's no like, but normally when they're in the movie, like Charlie Day and Chris Pratt, it's more of a subdued Italian accent. It's not like they're over top going crazy with the guy who actually played Mario. Does pop into it, playing a plumber. And he does like he goes is this too over the top? And then the guy turns from like okay, he's like, no, it's not over the top. Yeah, and he does his whole thing, which was a good insider for
Okay, we
people
got
that
the
are
cameo at least.
you know, the cameo was there. So if you're a fan of it, like they had that moment. But my biggest thing, I think honestly, Chris Pratt was fine. It was fine. You know, Peach was great. Toadstool was the winner for me. Toadstool was great.
Keegan-Michael Key, baby.
Keegan-Michael.
He
Yep,
was fantastic.
Keegan-Michael
He's like, yeah, let's do this. I can't even do his voice. It was great. But it was
Brian,
totally
you
what
better-
Toad should
you
sound
better-
like.
It's great. And
All
how
you're doing
he
is
was, like,
impressions, so you better start drinking real fucking fast.
Just stick a straw in it and just keep
Yep.
going.
He was badass. I'm gonna calm down the impressions. I'm gonna calm down a little bit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna calm down.
I'm
you
waiting
just-
for a Princess Peach impression.
I don't have one for her. I really don't.
Okay, good.
But my biggest thing, it's like I think the Kingdom looked great. I think honestly the way they laid the land out was kind of like Super Mario World. If you're a fan of the games, like it really did lay it out like that. And they had a lot of stuff from Mario 3, a lot of Easter eggs. The music really was the biggest driving force. They had all those little undertones from all the games. Like they go down that pipe, it's like dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? But then be gone. And they pop in later. Like little things like that made me feel like a kid as I was watching it. My biggest thing that was weird for me, my takeaway, and this is it's slight spoiler, but it's not, is Bowser. I love Jack Black. I think he's great. He was a great choice to play Bowser. I think it was awesome. But the same aspect, Mario Odyssey did this. So Mario Odyssey had a storyline where Bowser loved Princess Peach and wanted to marry her. And let's just say Bowser loves the fuck out of Princess Peach in this. Without going too far into it, Jack Black released a song called Peaches, and it's in my head. It's in the movie. Go on YouTube and watch it. It's something. In the movie, it's definitely something. And I busted out laughing very hard. But overall, if you're a fan of Mario, the platform version of it, you get your fix of that. It feels like you're playing the game. They do a mix between platform and live action, like first person where you're jumping through blocks and running around the room. It's fun. It reminds me of the Lego movie a lot of ways. But like, you know, different in its own way because it's Mario. But the ratings are huge for this. Like the numbers are big for Nintendo and for Illumination, who did, of course, the Minions movies
Oh, of course,
and did.
fucking Illumination.
It was Illumination, yeah. You know, that's who did this. The
Yeah,
numbers
bigger than
though
the
are
Minions movies. That's huge.
bigger than the Minions. So the Minions, like they go like 5-day opening. So the 5-day opening for Minions compared to the 5-day opening of Mario is going to be drastic, as it's looking right now if it keeps going. So they're saying for the Minions, it was 115.7 million for their 5-day opening. For Mario, it's going to be 195 million, they're saying. So look at those numbers alone. In their opening, they've already made more than the original Mario movie. Already. The original made like 30 million. It was a $50 million budget. So, I mean, they overdid that a million times over.
Adjusting for inflation?
That's how it was at the time, so it's not adjusted. But their numbers though for Illumination and for the Mario is, that it is for the new ones, but not the original
Brian,
Mario.
When they make the inevitable sequel, are they going to base it on a lesser-known Japanese film, Doki Doki Panic?
I hope so. I honestly hope so. But the numbers are huge though for this. So I just want to go around the room and say, because I think I'm the only person that saw it. So I want to go around and see if people are excited about it or not. Mike, are you excited about this at all? Do you think this is a good idea? And do you think that from the trailers that this would be a good Mario movie?
I'm fucking excited about it. The trailers were.
What the fuck is that?
Right off the bat.
That's the OG
I know you like
Koopa.
to make comparisons when I'm right next to.
Is that another Mike Doc?
If you can
is
just
Mike
keep
Doc
your
happening
opinion
right
to
now?
yourself for
Mike
just a
Koopa.
minute.
Mike Koopa.
Look, MODOK was okay. I can accept MODOK.
I'm switching it
If
over.
you start making references to Goombas from the 1992 Mario movie, then it's just going to be the therapist bills are going to be more than I can afford.
That wasn't meant to be that.
Yeah, Brian, you know I'm excited, dude. I can't believe how just packed full my feed has gotten with everybody being like, oh, like the Mario movie only got 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, well,
97 the audience.
that's what I'm saying. First off, okay, 54% for a video game adaptation movie in the whole spectrum of video game adaptation movies, that wouldn't even be that bad. But then you look at the fact that people like the movie, almost everybody likes the movie. Like, what were people expecting for this? They're like the critiques are like, oh, the storyline is basic. Like, yeah, Nintendo
It's a Mario storyline.
Is notoriously like close guarded with these characters, and these characters like Mario, Link, they don't speak. They're supposed to be surrogates for every person on the planet. If you start giving them like massive personality traits and flaws, you're going to be pissing off everyone in the universe.
It's true. It's true.
So I mean, I think that they Illumination, they nailed it with the look. They got credible.
Oh, the look is fantastic too.
Comedians that people like you go with a safe story, you do all the fan service, like you make it
so much
cute.
fan
Like,
service in this, by the way.
That's anybody that wants more than that. I mean, we should hold our art to a higher standard. I mean, I do think that affects the culture, and I think that affects that where we're headed as a species and as a planet. But yeah, what did you want? Like, I'm really excited to see it.
I got what I wanted out of it. It felt like an actual, like, accurate interpretation of Mario from, like, video game look to actual, like, storyline. Like,
Well,
if you're a fan of Super Mario 64...
It looks like Odyssey or 64, right? Like, right off the screen.
There's a lot of Super Mario World and a lot of Super Mario 64. So if you're a fan of those games, you're going to love it. And the music cues, again, are amazing. Rachel, are you a fan of Super Mario, and are you excited about this at all?
I like Mario. I want to be excited about this. I just feel like the voice cast was prioritized for fame over voice talent. There's something to be said that many of these people have not done voice work before, and I think that competent voice actors could have been a better choice.
That ship has sailed in mainstream Hollywood, though, hasn't it?
Yep.
I hate the concept, though. I'm allowed to hate the concept.
I'm with you. I just think the choice has been made.
If there was a bunch of unknown people, it would not have been this successful.
That is true, but stacking the cast that full, like you could have had one or two big names and gotten away with it. But I just think stacking the entire cast, and a lot of the cast I'm excited about. I think Charlie Day is an amazing choice for
Love
Luigi.
him.
He's
Super happy about that. I think Jack Black is an amazing choice for Bowser, and even Toad is Keegan-Michael Key. Great choices. Yeah. But did the rest of the cast need to be headliners?
I feel like Anya Taylor-Joy is also
she was
very good
awesome.
choice.
She was fantastic. She was perfect. I will say my only critique on the voices out of all of them was Cranky Kong. Cranky Kong, if you're a fan of Donkey Kong Country at all, like Cranky Kong's supposed to be this old kind of Grandpa Kong, you know. That's my interpretation. And Fred Armisen was like he couldn't remember his lines. That's what it reminded me of. Like he couldn't remember his lines.
And I didn't even know Fred Armisen was in this. Like this cast is so stacked.
And Seth Rogen too, isn't it?
And he's a big part too.
A lot of people.
I was fine with Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen was Seth Rogen. Like I said to Mike before the show came on.
Seth Rogen cast. I'm just saying it's a
Seth Rogen specifically said, "I will not be doing voice acting. I will be just saying my lines." And that's
he said he phoned it in.
That is so
Yeah, he said
shitty. Such good voice actors. There are so many good and notable
It's
voice
true.
actors. You could have gotten voice actors who are recognizable names.
I
and
will
still
say
gotten marquee
Seth
status.
Rogen and Billy Eichner were the only rays of light in fucking
Billy
The Lion
Eichner's in
King.
this fucking
But
movie?
no.
No, she's
I
looking
was
at
saying The
Lion King.
Oh, okay.
Like honestly, he was Pumbaa.
Rachel
Seth
about to lose her
Rogen was
shit.
Pumbaa, and Timon was Billy Eichner. And like they were literally anytime they were on screen, I was happy. And then when they weren't on
I
screen,
love
was
Billy
like,
Eichner. I think he's great.
Me too. He's
But
hilarious.
he's kind of like a mid-tier, like he's B-list. Like he's not an A-list actor. If we're
Billy
being honest
Eichner,
with ourselves,
friend
here.
of the show. No,
He is a friend of the show.
He
But we can
was.
have B-list friend of the show.
was.
It's all right.
Bruce Campbell, friend of the show.
he's a number one friend of the show. I love Bruce Campbell. Why are you bringing him?
Sabrina,
into
are
this?
you excited about this at all,
Oh,
or
for
what?
fuck's
Do
sake.
you think this would be good at all, or what? How you feeling about this?
I don't know. I don't know. Mario 64 was my favorite Mario game of all time. I beat all 64 levels and all the secret things, and I got the star next to my name, and it was the greatest moment of my life when I was 8 or however old I was. And so I'm nostalgic about that. We used to always go to the Nintendo Championships in Manhattan when I was little, and like I would all the time. And my brother and my cousins would always kick ass at Mario, but I was the Tetris girl, personally. But like I
Tetris
grew
is
up.
hard as shit.
I know it is. That's my jam. But I grew up around, 4 boys. I have 3 cousins and my brother, and we are all very close. And so I've definitely was exposed to Super Mario Brothers and a million other video games, But I don't know. I'm very torn. I like that it's only an hour and a half because that's my kind of movie. I don't want to be there for
It was
7
fast,
months unless
and
it's
it
John
moves so
Wick.
fast.
And I know everyone's gonna get mad at me for this, but I love Chris Pratt. I think he's fucking great. I love him as Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he's a really talented actor. Charlie Day is another one of my favorite people on the fucking
Awesome.
planet. I
I
fucking
think
love
Chris
him.
Pratt is talented, but it's so hard for me to aggregate his anti-LGBTQ feelings.
Oh, I didn't even know that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, he's like super against the gays, and I'm like,
Really?
that's not cool, dude. Yeah, he goes.
Oh, he's very religious.
He's associated with a
he's
church
super-
that has some
What?
religious.
not great.
Oh,
public
Yeah.
I
He
know
goes-
you're ruining my life. Please,
I know
mix
it hurts
As
my
long as-
feelings too.
as
Because
long
Parks
as-
and Rec is like my
Oh,
favorite
People,
show.
people stay in churches for a lot of reasons. It doesn't necessarily mean that they support every stance. Like it can be, people stay in
But
Scientology.
he hasn't
'cause they
actively
don't-
said that he supports the LGBTQ while simultaneously being in a group that actively hates the LGBTQ,
Kind of
and it puts
bummed.
him in a really shitty place.
That's not. Yeah.
I had
It
no.
makes me uncomfortable personally
idea
as a member
about
of the
that.
LGBT class.
He's one of my favorite.
sucks.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now he's Mario. So everybody, the thing is though, Super Mario Brothers is out. The movie. If you're a
have
fan of the
one
video
more thing
games.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not about
Rachel. I'll go
Chris
back
Pratt.
to
I wasn't done. That's
Sorry,
okay. I'm
Rachel.
sorry. I started drinking before I was doing my makeup. I appreciate the synergy that Universal is doing here because they just opened Super Mario World over in California.
Yeah.
Right.
So the synergy,
Yeah.
beautiful. 10 out of 10. Good job for that.
Have you gotten out there to Super Mario World in California?
No,
Brian?
I live
I wanna
in
go.
Colorado.
I want to go. I haven't gone yet either. I had some
They-
friends that went and they love it.
They sell a $60 fucking bracelet that you can put on your hand and walk around and collect.
The
fake
bracelet's
fucking
dumb.
coins. Like, what the fuck is
The
the point of
bracelet's
that?
a-
Like,
it's
just
a-
stop.
it's a money
grab.
racket, like-
fuck
But
you.
you can punch the
All
block,
right,
right?
Brian,
Yeah, you
when
punch
we
the
come
block.
out,
No.
when we come out, Brian, you and me and Sabrina will do a
We're going.
Universal Day, and then you and I will
Yep.
do a California Adventure Day.
Brian,
Wait,
I
what
remember
about
I
me?
saw-
I love California Adventure.
You said you didn't want to see Rogers the musical. You shit all over it. You said
And
Why
that would
does
be
it
happening.
have to be a musical? I can go on the
'Cause-
cool rides, and you can go
That's
see that
fair.
dumb piece of shit.
All right, you go ride the roller
It's-
coaster. I won't ride. We'll go watch the dumb piece of shit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds great. And there'll be a lot of sushi. Sorry, Brian.
Well, yeah, it's good. But as I was saying, Super Mario Brothers is coming out, or it's out now. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Honestly, I'm still giving it a thumbs up. I had fun with this, even though it is a little controversial with the cast. People again, Chris Pratt, people are like, what about that? Honestly, Bowser is still my thing where I'm like, I expect Bowser to be the big bad that just, captures the princess.
Not singing.
And Bowser
songs.
has, all I can say, Bowser has some emotions. And with that, I have to say this: when you watch it, you'll know. Peaches, peaches, peaches,
it.
peaches,
Stop
peaches,
it.
peaches, peaches,
Stop it.
peaches.
I
almost
I
did it.
come
I
on, come
love
on.
you.